Menacing. Severe gashes. Leopards aren't the deadliest of the large felines. Thus, it's not astonishing when their quarry wounds them. In today's clip, stay tuned until the end to witness an injured leopard attempting to flee from a herd of wildebeest. Sagi Wild. Nevertheless, the resolve of the adult wildebeest makes the cheetah abandon its pursuit. Concealed in the grassland. After setting sights on an easy mark, the cheetah eagerly chased. Endeavor. Now the cheetah coalition once more demonstrates they're the supreme hunters here. The cheetah family began their hunt. Their chosen quarry was the migrating wildebeest herd. The predators started to close in on the battleground and awaited their adversaries. They calmly approached the wildebeest herd, which is typical of how cheetahs stalk. Then the cheetah charged at its prey at a speed of 70 kilometers per hour. The frantic prey put up a strong resistance. Then it wielded its sharp horns in defense. Hiding by the river bank. Leopards are perpetually on the lookout for food among migrating herds of wildebeest and zebra. Abruptly, it surged forward and pounced on a juvenile zebra. Yet the prey's mother swiftly retaliated against the leopard, delivering a powerful kick to save her offspring. What befell the leopard? As evident, this big cat is enduring immense agony. It's a grievous wound. Truly, the challenge of hunting adult wildebeest led to this outcome. Severe cut in the leg. Possibly due to the determined resistance of the wildebeest. Razor-sharp horns. Crippled. Troubled strides. Indeed, this represents the most dreadful aspect of a leopard's life. Even skilled predators cannot evade the laws of the wild. The cheetah is celebrated as the speed sovereign, capable of sprinting up to 120 kilometers per hour. They rank among nature's most adept predators. A tense scene unfolds on the unforgiving savanna. With damaged front limbs, the wildebeest can't maintain pace with the pack. Left behind, it confronts the cheetah clan. The creature attempts to offer the hunters no opportunity to approach. Its unwavering gaze compelled the predators to halt their chase. While cheetahs typically overpower wildebeest, not every hunt ends in success. These predators' specialized strategies enable them to swiftly bring down a mature antelope. Yet upon vanquishing its quarry, rivals promptly converge to snatch the antelope from the leopard. The leopard stands powerless, observing the hyena take its catch. But hyenas possess more strength than leopards. Showing superior resilience to hyena assaults as well. This scavenger of the African savanna demonstrates greater stamina than the leopard, exhibiting superior endurance. In nature, hyenas prove to be daunting foes, challenged by few predators. The gaunt leopard, riddled with injuries, found itself encircled by a pack of menacing hyenas. It becomes clear that this fighter is in significant distress, enduring continuous assaults and harsh bites from the hyenas. Yet, armed with vast hunting expertise, leopards are not easily subdued. One limb was immobilized, rendering the leopard incapable of shifting its stance. This predator frequently preys on juvenile wildebeest. To avoid harm while targeting mature antelopes. Lacks the rapid speed of a cheetah. However, the leopard's coat merges with the savanna's grass hue, aiding in its stealthy advance towards prey. Yet, it requires substantial time to ready for the dash. Since failing to overtake their target renders the leopard's hunt unsuccessful. Yet oftentimes, leopards opt to take chances on attacking mature wildebeest, since the outcome is a considerably larger feast than that of the young. Despite lacking the cheetah's velocity, the leopard remains a formidable and fearsome hunter owing to its prowess in stealthily stalking to get near its quarry. Observe the gripping instant as a leopard locks onto a potential catch, a newborn wildebeest. The hunter swiftly closed in, yet was halted by the mother wildebeest. The wildebeest pack regroups. It appeared they were unable to assist her and her calf. Predators constantly seek out the frail and defenseless for their catch, wishing them and their mother remain unharmed. Mature wildebeests show aggression when confronted by lions. Utilizing their pointed horns in defiance. The hue of their coats and the savanna's grasses facilitate lions in nearing their quarry unnoticed. Ambush the target from the rear. Yet upon the wildebeest's resistance, it shifted from predator to docile feline. This instance, the lion plays the timorous predator. The lion's presence triggered a mass exodus, prompting all to flee. The predator swiftly ambushed the wildebeest from behind. However, the clash concluded rather swiftly. But observing the lion's injuries gives a glimpse into its recent tough encounter, a strenuous duel. Potentially, the future viability of lions is worrisome. Observe the wildebeest's defense against the leopard, one of Africa's apex predators. Each journey of these creatures symbolizes morphing into legions of formidable, fierce fighters, promptly and without hesitation. During such movements, numerous antelopes meet their end, even before the predator's assault. Valiant boar defender. Demonstrating its might with elongated tusks against the large felines. As the arid season arrives, water turns into a rare commodity. These cheetahs set off in search of watering holes for a drink, disrupting the warthog's peace. A bold warthog shoved one of the predators aside, triggering their retreat in disarray. Facing a wild boar, a leopard finds a formidable and intense challenge. The adversary nearly matches the predator in size. Triumph was always uncertain in such encounters, yet the leopard maintained its stance effectively. The predator, despite the boar's valiant efforts, most wild boars stand as formidable and threatening beings. Any threats to their offspring will face severe consequences, a heavy toll for their interference. The leopard finds itself encircled by the wild boar pack. transitioning from the predator to the hunted. At this moment, they're reticent. The large feline has no choice but to scale trees for safety. Verdant savannas offer ideal cover for hunters to conceal themselves. The mother remains oblivious to threat to her offspring and herself. The leopard makes a daring move. The maternal boar's defense was ineffective against the resolved hunter. Leopards hoist their catch into trees to evade the maternal boar's lethal tusks. Such is the cruel reality of the wild, yet witnessing a mother's loss is profoundly saddening. Even the hunting cheetahs pause before engaging with baboons. This young leopard perhaps has not encountered a baboon in combat previously. While quenching its thirst at the river, it found itself encircled. Chacma baboons are fiercely territorial, boasting fangs that can be as long as 4 cm. The leopard's withdrawal merely emboldens the baboon's assertiveness and hostility in their guardianship role. They work together to expel intruders from their domain. Yet, when confronted with crocodiles, baboons stand almost no chance. However, crocodiles don't always triumph in capturing their quarry. A massive crocodile launches an attack on a baboon, seemingly leaving it with an injured arm. The primate struggles to liberate its injured limb from the clutches of the attacker. This is a battle for existence, teetering between life and demise. The baboon group faces an onslaught from the merciless crocodile. Regrettably, one suffers an injured limb due to the crocodile's attack. Nevertheless, they courageously retaliate to seek retribution for their injured comrade. With a young baboon caught in the lethal grip of the crocodile. This incident deeply distresses the mother baboon, as she watches her young being overwhelmed before her. Leopard versus wildebeest scenario. Wildebeest primarily fall prey to lions, spotted hyenas, leopards, cheetahs, African wild dogs, and crocodiles. On their migratory path, they are compelled to traverse the Mar River, where now crocodiles await. Annually, approximately 250,000 gazelles perish throughout these journeys. An intense conflict unfolds between a wildebeest and a voracious crocodile. The crocodile's razor-like jaws grip firmly on the wildebeest's limbs, eliciting cries of agony. Yet the determined creature fought back, endeavoring to break free from its grasp. After prolonged struggle, the wildebeest managed to liberate itself from the predator. If you admire the courage of wildebeest, kindly share your thoughts with no one. If you're not fond of this grazer, please indicate with 0. Rather than fleeing, the wildebeest charged, colliding forcefully with the predator. Despite its natural role as prey, these creatures are armed with pointed horns for defense against adversaries. Pursued by hyenas, it was compelled to leave its meal and flee rapidly. Yet the predator persisted. In spite of its smaller stature, the leopard is endowed with nimbleness and excellent climbing skills. Now on an empty belly, it boldly opted to confront a hedgehog. Subsequently, it got impaled by the sharp spine of its target, inflicting severe agony. The hedgehog seized this moment of distraction, while the big cat tended to its injury to escape. Pursuing hedgehogs bears its hazards, yet these famished hunters are ready for the peril. Seeking a method of assault, it becomes apparent that hedgehogs remain defiant under leopard attacks. In the end, these predators only gained a handful of spines from their effort. Driven by intense hunger, the leopard went after a hedgehog. Yet the hunter received an unforgettable teaching, with its body riddled with porcupine quills. In considerable distress, it resorted to pulling out each spine from its flesh. It might be running out of time. The leopard with an ear injury was propelled by starvation after days without sustenance, leading it to target a honey badger. In the absence of the mother badger, 2 juvenile badgers fell prey to the ravenous leopard. Upon hearing her offspring's distress calls, the mother badger fearlessly intervened to repel the ravenous attacker, effectively saving her young. Leopard confronts baboon. In their natural habitat, leopards are recognized predators of baboons, as this predator does not hesitate to prey on baboons whenever possible. Thus, baboons remain on high alert around leopards and are deemed tricky targets for leopards, since these predators typically target juvenile baboons. Faced with 2 adult male baboons, the leopard retreats in fear, preferring to attack solitary baboons when the chance arises, typically targeting a solitary female rather than a coalition of adult males. Given that adult male baboons pose a significant threat, baboons frequently disrupt leopard hunts. With a baboon now fallen victim, the leopard attempts to transport its catch away from the incensed troop. Territorial clashes are common amongst leopards. On this occasion, a band of fierce baboons also decided to engage in the fray. What is depicted in this clip? This young baboon is yet to recognize the leopard as a potential danger. Is it possible for it to elude the razor-sharp fangs of this big feline roaming amidst the baboons? 1 against 50. An intense full-scale conflict erupted